Hello all. Here is a simple and clear explanation of the SR flip-flop truth table and timing diagram, especially what happens when set equals 1. SR flip-flop has two inputs. S means set, R mean reset, and one output, Q. Have it check my purpose. S equals 1, then output Q becomes 1. I equals 1, then output Q becomes 0. Timing diagram explanation when S equals 1. Imagine signals drawn using color ideas as shown. S signal green, R signal blue, output QA red, output Q0 purple. The same circuit is given above. So, the subfigure A is the actual circuit, and the way it behaves is shown in the table here. Let us assume that there are two outputs, QA and Q0, for a moment instead of Q and Q bar. I am going to assume the two different signals QA and Q0, and as of now, we do not know the relationship between QA and Q0. Let us start with them, and let us assume that there are two inputs R and S. What we see here on the right side is a table that describes what is going to happen because of the circuit. So, let us start with a case where both S and R are 0. If both S and R are 0, what would happen? Because R is 0, if R is 0, Q0 would be QA complement. So, let us assume that R is 0, S is 0, and QA is 0 and Q0 is 1 for a while. Let us assume that if QA is 0, then S being 0 will give QA no S, which is 0, and the complement of that makes Q0 become 1. And because R is 0, you have 1 nor 0, that is Q equals 1, and the complement of that will go to 0. So, Q will remain at 0 and Q will remain at 1. Let us assume the same thing when QA was 1 instead. If QA was 1, then 1 nor 1 is 1. But there is a complement here that will try to make QA become 0, and 0 nor 0 is 0, and nor that is actually 1. So, QA will stay at 1. So, you can see that if QA is 0, Q0 will be 1, and if QA is 1, Q0 will be 0, and when you apply 0, 0 as inputs, they actually remain the same. So, if you start with 0 here, this will be QA equals 1, but under the conditions given for R and S, QA will remain 0 itself. It will not change. So, this is one case. Thanks and meet you in next video.